Hello everyone, we are clear of that, so we can begin. Welcome in everyone, sorry for the delay. Ads normally kick in to keep the pre-rolls off, and for some reason Twitch didn't activate them, and I didn't realise for a little bit. Hey Jackie, thank you for being first, and Jotor for being second, and how you doing Luminary, and Metal Hammer, and Lou, and Jezza? How is everything going for you all? How have your weeks been? Because somehow we are at Thursday. Even my trainer earlier was a bit, it's Thursday, how is it Thursday already? And to be honest, I don't know either. So what have you all been up to? Have you been up to anything exciting? What have I been up to? Got my car fixed again. I was fixed yesterday. Was done actually fairly quickly. Was also quite expensive, but it was done quickly. It's just parts cost money. And went to gym this morning. That went pretty well. Actually, I went to gym yesterday morning as well. Went on my bike yesterday. Today was a push and pull session. The trainer very kindly looked at me this morning and said, "Oh, I saw you on my bike yesterday." Yeah, it was good. He went, "You look tired." And anyone who has a personal trainer can confidently tell you, if they say you look tired, that probably means you look low-key dead. Because trainers don't tend... It's a bit like if you have a hospital appointment and they go, "You look ill." And they might as well just go, "Oh crap, what's the hell wrong with you?" Hold on just a second. I just want to check something quickly. Okay, come back to that. Got my new prescription sunglasses. Nice, Jackie. I'm glad. Yeah, I saw the picture of your new glasses. They look great. They really suited you. Not much. Lots of exercise. Ballet soon. Relatively resting. Relatively feels like that's doing some heavy lifting there, but I'm glad. Well, I was going to say, yeah. I reread it and thought, lots of exercise, relatively resting. Yeah, relatively is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. But I hope you're feeling positive about it. That's the key thing. For me, I managed to get 2 different work projects lined up for the next month, which is kind of good. I mean, I wanted a quiet May. I had plans for May. And then the house is ending up costing more, and my car went wrong, and then I got offered some work, and I thought, well, I better take it. And I'm somewhat... It's a really busy month. I was working out my schedule for the next month, because basically the last project is due June the 11th. And I realised between the writing and streaming, and also the fact I'm away for 4 days to TwitchCon, I don't have a full day off between now and June the 11th if I follow that plan. And I haven't quite figured out the solution to that one. I think I'm going to see if I can kind of power through, probably try and power through this weekend to see if I can get a bit ahead of it, because I think I probably need a full day off at some point. It's the curse of self-employment. It's the curse of you can't turn down work because there might not be any work for a couple of months. So yeah, I'm working on it. I'm figuring out a plan that means I don't slowly go insane and don't burn out. Yeah, like I said, I haven't quite worked out the plan yet, but I'll get there. The lots of exercise was before today. Oh, that's okay, Lou. That's good. As long as, yeah, okay, you are resting now. That's good. Not much, just been playing some Metaphor, ReFantasio, and retro games. I'm gearing up for going to Slam Dunk Festival on the 25th. Nice! Evie got her vaccination booster yesterday, so she's not feeling too good. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope Evie feels a bit better. But it sounds like otherwise, everything's going pretty well for you. And Lou, thank you for the watch streak. 10 streams. That's a lot of streams. Given I only stream 3 times a week, that's a lot. I mean, that's 3 and a bit weeks worth of always being here. So thank you. Yeah, so that's kind of me, really. Like I said, after the stream, I'm going to try... Yesterday I worked out this schedule and was kind of very... overly optimistic and going, yeah, that's fine, I won't have a problem. I'll just power through. And then today, I think after a slightly broken night's sleep, I've kind of then, and kind of a chat to my personal trainer, have kind of gone, yeah, I might need to change that. So I'm going to see what I can do to try and think of a hydrate. See what I can do to make my life slightly less hellish. Because obviously I'm not dropping any work and I'm not dropping any streaming. So I will figure out a plan. Yeah, because I think originally I was trying to pace it. Hold on, there's a hair sticking out my microphone. There we go. Trying to think, no, let's do a little bit often. Well, not a little bit often. But, no, it's fine. I don't need the days off. And now I'm thinking I might be better kind of have some very, very, very full-on days. And then have actual full days off. Plan is to do everything and not go insane. Yeah, just that is it. That is the plan. I've already in my head, I say that again because I'm self-employed, it's very hard to turn down work. But in my head, I'm thinking I'm going to make July a month off of work if I can. Other than I have this retainer on a Wednesday morning that's only a few hours work. My industry tends to go super quiet in the summer because everyone goes off on holiday, everyone's got kids. Yeah, there's a lot going on. So yeah, because it's a tough trade-off. I can feel I need an extended period of time of not a lot. Or crucially, just focusing on me, kind of streaming, gym, yeah, the good, positive, happy things in my life. And then on the other hand, I've got the burden is both the right word and feels a bit too negative, but then I've got the business of trying to get the house sorted. So yeah, so it's a constant little battle, which I suppose ultimately is just called adulthood. But sometimes adulthood is a bit more adulty than other times. So you can learn the hard way. Don't release a console in the summertime, as people have other priorities. Yeah, and my industry, I mean, because I write about technology and games and things. I mean, at the moment, I'm writing some quite tedious, kind of commercially sponsored thing. Not in a way that affects integrity, but as in companies have gone, hey, can this website do a sponsor piece and whatever? That's going to dry up in the summer because nobody's arranging sponsorships in the summer. Who's going to read it? Everyone's elsewhere. At least on the Northern Hemisphere. But anyway, boring work talk aside, I'm mostly doing okay. Yeah, just a little bit intimidated by the short-term future. But it'll work out. But today, we're going to play some Stardew, as voted for on Discord. It was between this, Conan Exiles, and Outbound. Because I was very kindly given a code by a friend for Outbound. And nobody, well, not as many people voted for it as Stardew. So I'm going to play it off stream at some point, see what that's like. Conan, funny enough, I played like 45 minutes of this morning when I went to the gym. Because the thing with Conan, as we all saw, there's a lot of grinding. So basically, Crafton very kindly told me about a really good spot to go get iron. And so I just spent a little while collecting up iron and then logged off. And I was there nerdly feeling, look at me, I've achieved something at 8 a.m. Good job, me. And in a way, Stardew's kind of like that, really, isn't it? So let's go mine. I seated barbell presses, 25 kilo. Nice, good job, Lou. Hey, Hannah, how are you doing? How was your birthday? Hey, Gloel, how are you doing? We all due for Stardew. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Stardew, can you? Really does have grinding. Yeah, I kind of like the grinding so far. It's good for my mindset at the moment. Combat is bumming me out in Conan. Yeah, I have limited experience of combat, but it is a tad lackluster compared to kind of the rest of the game. But I'm enjoying the building aspect. I very much wish I had more time to throw into it, but I think I'm getting into the mindset of thinking I don't have to play it for hours. I can just play it for 20 minutes here or there. Admittedly, earlier, when I collected a huge amount of iron, to the point that I then thought, oh crap, how do I get across to safety without being over encumbered. But I haven't actually stuck the iron in my furnace yet, so I've got to do that later. It sounds like a job, doesn't it? I've turned it into a job, but I'm kind of enjoying it. What? Your stream streak reset? Oh, you were here last stream, Hannah, weren't you? Yeah, you were, because it was Monday and I remember singing you happy birthday. What? And you chatted? You definitely chatted. Well, that's not right. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Enjoy your lurk, Aurora. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I remember that. And also Saturday you were here for a bit too. Because I remember you were going out Saturday, I think. Aren't I sounding really parasocial when they're going, I'm remembering everyone's schedule for the last week, but I do remember that. You having a very nice slow morning. Ooh, I'm glad. Hold on, I just need to check in case there was somebody at the door. Because I am I'm possibly waiting for a parcel. Yeah, we all have those parcels that aren't tracked very well, and it's a bit, it might arrive today, it might arrive tomorrow, it might arrive a totally different day. It is actually artwork that is going to go up in the future stream room home office, which one day will actually be a reality, but for now is a disaster zone. But at least I bought artwork. I wanted to feel like I was achieving something. But yeah, that really sucks, Hannah. Twitch has conned you. I know did for Miss Rachie in Drongo's stream. And again, it was like your situation where it was a bit, well, you were here, you were chatting. Why did it not do it? So far it is a Crash Bandicoot print that is an arty Crash Bandicoot print. I'll make sure I put pictures up at some point. And also Bubble Bobble, because Bubble Bobble is basically the game of my childhood. I played a ton of Bubble Bobble as a kid. I was terrible at it, never finished it. Same goes for Crash Bandicoot. I'm not good at platformers. But yeah, it's kind of a gradual start of, I haven't quite got a full plan. I'll admit, I looked on Etsy, and even when you took out the blatantly AI made stuff, there were so many options. And I just wanted to treat myself to a couple of things, and then thought, right, yeah, I have started. I just wanted to feel like I was getting somewhere, rather than wet walls without plaster on them. If I'm slowly making steps forward. Etsy has become rife with AI. It's depressing. I had to kind of look through. I mean, I've got a decent eye for spotting AI, but also I was looking through reviews and things, and there were some where it was a bit, yeah, it's a shame because there are so many good artists on Etsy. Yeah, it's an annoying one. But anyway, we're gonna get into the game. Pretty much. Did I press forward? Did that button? Yeah. I kind of tapped the button on my stream deck and then thought, was that sufficient? But it was. Monday after the stream, I had a go at, I interfered with OBS. I tried to do stuff. I tried to change things to make something better. And then all I really did was break it. And then I had to undo it. And admittedly, when I pressed the go live button today, I was there going, have I broken it? Is it working? And luckily it did. So hold on, let's move. Let's make my life easier by moving a window a little bit. OBS is now massive. Just a little bit. No explosion. No. Hoping we're going to stay explosion free. I love it. OBS is like using, I mean, I don't know what it's like. It feels like it's using a very volatile, you know, when people find those unexploded bombs from the Second World War, it feels like that, where you're there going, it's okay, don't touch it, don't move it, don't do anything. You're done. Used AI in the lunar ports for portrait, and it loses detail compared to the original pixelated. Oh, that sucks. I mean, I'm able to, I've reconciled a bit and have worked out that AI isn't really pure evil, but generative AI can just go do things. Because it takes away all the creative talent. I think AI has a point. You know, there are uses to it. Not when it's stealing jobs, you know. Save the artists, save the writers. You know how it is. I was on the phone with my best friend the other night, and we spent some time scrolling through online dating profiles. And so many times it was, oh, that's AI. Look at the wood grain. This one too. The logo on his shirt is a blurred mess. Hate it here. Yeah, I have seen that a little bit on dating apps. It makes me keep to the people that have actually been verified by photo or ID. Because, yeah, I've seen a few where you think, it sounds kind of wrong, where you've looked and gone, you're not too perfect. And not necessarily in a super attractive way, but just in a, you start looking and, like Jackie found, you look at the background and go, wait a minute, that's AI. Yeah, it is so right. I mean, on the other hand, maybe they'd actually reply to my messages. But wait a minute. Did that sound go through my speaker? Hold on. I'm going to check. It is, yeah. Okay, Stardew. Okay, close Stardew and reopen. Every now and then it forgets I'm wearing headphones. And I don't know what the difference is. Weirdly, actually, World of Warcraft does that a bit too. That's better. My WoW does that. Yeah, why does it do that? I know it's not the end of the world, but it's a little bit... It's an odd one. Yeah, it's bizarre where it's... Yeah. Okay, I have a tiny bit of a to-do list this time because our last Stardew stream was last Thursday, and as... Hold on, let's get my soundbar. As a few of you know, I had to go to a funeral, and I didn't really have a plan. It was it was a really fun stream, but I bluffed it. I didn't really stick with a proper structure or anything because it was just nice to find a bit of time to stream between gym and funeral. But today, I thought I'd have a tiny bit of a plan. Kind of a loose plan, because as we all know, I get super distracted by literally everything. But I know we've got a few tasks to do with the Jojo Mart business. And also, I only went to Ginger Island once, and I want to go back more, because I inadvertently stumbled across something about the volcano dungeon thing, and I want to check that out. So basically, I have some notes to the side of me. We want to go get some dinosaur mayo at some point. We got to find the dinosaur egg in the skull cavern. These are my notes. Brackets. Probably best to incubate. So we'll probably do that. But we need a big coop. So we'll see how that goes. So that's going to be skull cavern time. I specifically didn't bother looking up how far we need to go in the skull cavern because I wanted a little bit of adventure for me. I didn't want to spoil myself too much. We have a fish pond, because I remember I got that a while ago. We need to get a sturgeon, so that we can bung the sturgeon in there, get some sturgeon roe at some point, place it in a preserves jar, and all is well for one of our achievements. Crucially, it's winter, and sturgeon are from, according to this scrappy note, from a mountain pond. So we might do that first, because in theory, that will be an easy enough thing to get. Also, I don't want to forget and then go, oh, spring. Finally, my notes for the ancient fruit are so vague. I know I kind of did it to not spoil myself, but I'm looking thinking, what did you do, Hallie? So anyway, the ancient fruit comes from ancient seeds. Put lots of seeds in seed maker. Eventually happens. Good job, me. But I'm not going to look up any more than that. I'm creating my own little trail of confusion. Because, yeah, I'm trying to avoid too many spoilers while also still wanting to achieve things. So, clearly these notes I wrote a few weeks ago are a great way to just confuse me. I'm going to see if we have a seed maker already. We might do. It does look familiar. Then profit. Exactly. Yeah, that's the plan. And then the other note is literally volcano on Ginger Island. But I do remember what that involved. So have we got a seed? Wait, is that a seed maker? No, that's a furnace. Okay, so we need to make the seed maker. I swear we used to have one. Maybe I accidentally blew it up with a bomb. Need wood, coal, and a gold bar. That'll be okay. Side note, I feel a little bit better about my bomb business, accidentally blowing stuff up. Ooh, we got some money from Agricultural Fund because I've been watching the lovely Redweird also stream this lately. And he's done the same thing as me a few times. And there is nothing quite... And he's played this game a ton more than me. I think he said he had like 800 hours in this. And he still every now and then goes, oh crap, I've just dropped a bomb, run! And inevitably something gets destroyed. And you know what? It makes me feel really good, because I can look and think, hey, it's not just me. Oh, there's the seed maker. But we'll just put 2 there. Okay, let's go say hi to the animals. We'll go get our watering can, because otherwise, well, Clint probably won't get grumpy, but who wants to take that kind of risk? Speaking of bombs, I saw yesterday that a guy in Japan got arrested for threatening to blow up Nintendo's headquarters. I think he was at Yoshi's Island. Wow. I hope he didn't get too close to doing it. And definitely not just you. Don't worry. Good. Because it feels like a rookie move, but it feels so much better when you go, hey, everyone did it. Look at all that lovely space we've cleared. Quietly proud of myself. That took effort. Crucially, that took concentration. Hey guys, how are you all doing? Would you like to live with a dinosaur one day? Because I'm kind of working on it. You don't get too scared. I don't think the dinosaur will eat you, but you never know. I don't know much about them. Not all. Oh, good. So he was a 27-year-old, so probably just making verbal threats online. That is wild. I mean, because on the other hand, I'm there thinking, he's 27. It sounds wrong. That feels a bit old for still wanting to blow up things. Certainly things that are, Nintendo. I wonder if he was a bit... wrong one. I would be interested to know what his issue was. We'd feel more at home with 3 pine cones. Okay. I didn't realise the fish were going to start asking things of me. That was unexpected. Is it a good sign when you go, the fish were talking to me? Yeah, but yesterday, again, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, I finally completed a run in Slave Spire 2. It took me 67 hours worth of trying, and I was super proud of myself. And then I went Googling to read up some stuff about it, and discovered that a whole load of people are negatively reviewing on Steam Slave Spire 2, because somebody to do... It all comes back to, remember the Gamergate days? Yeah, the days we try and forget. Basically, there was a woman in a consultants list. The Slave Spire 2 that has led to a whole load of people giving it negative reviews and going, yeah, it sucks. And gamers, man. Gamers disappoint me. That was not what was gaming. Perfect timing, yeah. It's not a joke, it really is, yeah. I'd be curious for whatever it... Yeah, I'm intrigued too, with the Nintendo thing. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to condone it. Whatever it is, don't blow up Nintendo for it. But I'm kind of intrigued. People are ridiculous, man. Yeah, people are aggressive. It does, yeah. It does seem that way. Anyway, ignore the bizarre Steam reviews. Buy Slave Spire 2. I don't even play those kind of games, and I love it. I'm not very good at it, but I do love it. Hey, we got bread out of the bin. Who wants some bread bin? Bin bread, even. I miss the days when people just bought games and didn't bring political things into. Yeah, why can't we all just get along better? I know it's a simple one, but why can't we just love games? And if we don't particularly like that game personally, that's not an issue. That's just, it's fine. It wasn't for me. Hey, Clint, please smash up these geodes for me. Thank you. Hey, J-Luz, how you doing? I'm always down for trash surprises. Me too. Me too. Not the most exciting collection of things, but yeah. Necessary. I think we might have upgraded everything. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of iridium. So we're going to definitely have to live in those skull caverns for a while at some point. I suppose we could upgrade the trash can at some point. Probably be about time. I have a friend who loved watching my Hollow Knight streams because I was pretty good at it, but the game wasn't for him, but he still respected. Yeah, that's a good attitude to have. There are a lot of games I watch, and I really enjoy watching somebody play it. I would never play it myself. And I kind of like that, because you get to experience other things. J-Luz, thank you for the 7 watch streak. That's massive, thank you. Yeah, I think oddly, most of the streams I watch are games I wouldn't necessarily play. And that's good, because you get to be exposed to different things. And every once in a while, I will watch something, I'll think, that's not really my kind of thing. And then the more I watch it, the more I get really into it, and then I end up playing and loving it. Yeah, let's try and catch a sturgeon. Case in point, Stardew, I enjoy watching your streams of a game, but I could never play it myself. Totally valid, Jezza. Yeah, I mean, weirdly, a few years ago, I would put the check game. I would never have played Stardew either. I really struggled to get into it on my own. Streaming helped. Ooh, we could go get that. Oh, that's going to be a thing we can do with a pan. Technical words, isn't it? Largemouth bass. See, look, I managed to avoid saying bass. It's a simple thing. Women have a right to exist and have valid, educated opinions that people can choose to make use of. Neither sex, gender, colour, creed, whatever has a carte blanche to be an expert in anything to the detriment of others. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, why can't we all get along? I do that too. I also love watching people play horror games, so I don't have to play them myself. I feel that, yeah. I'm not a gamer at all. I just like watching other people play them. Interesting, J-Luz. I didn't realise you didn't really play any games. I mean, you have a busy enough life. You probably don't really have the time to play the games. But that must be nice, because then you've still got the experience of, well, experiencing a game without, yeah, having to find the time. And you can multitask. Because for me, I've had a Twitch account for a very long time. Because at various points I've needed it for work. But I never particularly used Twitch until about 3 years ago. And I got a second monitor for my work because I thought, hey, that'll be useful. I can spread all my work across, 2 screens. And then when I got the second screen, I started out thinking, oh, wait a minute, I could have Spotify open on the other thing, on the other screen, and that would be really useful. And I could listen to music while I work. And then gradually gravitated to Twitch. For a work thing, there was a streamer who none of you will know, and I don't think they even stream anymore. And I started watching them, and crucially, that was my entry point to Twitch. And then, kind of instinctively, I went, what games do I like, and what games would I like to watch? One of the big ones for me, Link, give me a sturgeon, please, was World of Warcraft. And at that time, Simcopter 1 happened to be streaming World of Warcraft. So I started following Sim, and then that kind of led to a whole bunch of other people. And then alongside that, I thought, hey, I like Final Fantasy VII. What about if I find somebody to watch that's doing that? And I came across a speedrunner called Neon Genesis, who we've raided over to a few times. and he was doing speedruns Final Fantasy VII. So basically, I started out with just those 2 streamers, and then it gradually expanded, because of course, hey, it's Sturgeon. Because of course, everyone raids out places. Aurora, won't come in. Yeah, and it just grew from there. And here I am, now streaming and talking. And yes, I don't have the time yet. I have Twitch on during the day to keep me in company. Well, it's really good company, isn't it? Yeah, it's helped me massively over the years. Remember my mum was interested in watching me play games back in the day. She found them intriguing, but she'd never pick up a controller herself. She'd always get scared of what button to press, but she enjoyed old simple arcade games like Pac-Man. Yeah, my mum has always been a kind of a light gamer. I don't want to say casual gamer, because I'd say more light, because she can't be a casual gamer. She put about 200 hours into Dragon Quest VIII on my PS2. And she's very obsessed with Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2. So, yeah, she doesn't play games as much as me, or the same kind of games, but she's into it. It's fun to hear you. Oh, thank you, Aurora. I like Neon Genesis. You maybe should have watched Evangelist. Yeah, pardon me. Forever. Hey, have you watched? No, that's nothing to do with my name. No. Keep a sturgeon aside. We'll keep those seeds. I don't have the patience. If I can't do something in a couple of tries, I crash out. I feel that, to be honest. That's usually why I play games on easy. Because I'm not the most patient of people. I'm a lot better than I used to be, but in terms of patience. But it doesn't come naturally. I used to watch Sips and Hat Films Yogscast on YouTube religiously. They started streaming on Twitch. That's why I made an account back in 2015. See, I didn't watch a lot of YouTube for a very long time. And even now, I don't really watch as much as I should. And I say should as in there are so many things I would love on YouTube, but I don't get around to it. But in part, that's because of Twitch. Because there's only so many hours, and I think at this point, there is barely an hour where I'm awake where there isn't somebody I want to watch on Twitch. Sorry, just put my watch back on. And in reality, some days, when some hours, there will be about 3 or 4 people I want to watch at the same time, and I can't keep up. That's hardcore for someone. Yeah, she was really into Dragon Quest. Funny enough, Sturgeon doesn't... Oh, okay. Can I get rid of the perch? I can. Sorry, perch. Oh, wow. That feels brutal. I've just thrown them out there to drown, and now I've just picked... Well, do they drown? Yeah, they kind of drown, don't they? They suffocate. Oh... I was not a good person there. Never mind. The sturgeon has a home, that's the main thing. YouTube is my life force, it's valid. I should... That wasn't where I was going. I should watch more. This is the problem with life, isn't it? There's so many games, so many things you want to watch. There's so much entertainment. I watch more YouTube and standard television now. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, I didn't realise that's what happens now. Oh, handy. Big fan. Okay, so I've got options really with how I want to do this. Nice. That is convenient. You just gotta spend your free time how you want. Yeah. For me, I watch a tiny bit of TV. A lot more Twitch, though. And then it's trying to find the time for anything else. Wait, what was I going this way for? Oh, it was sorting out the fancy trash can, wasn't I? but I've totally forgotten what it was I need. I think it was copper. I don't think it was iron. Unless it was iron. Maybe we'll set up both. No, it was copper, wasn't it? Yeah. I have a lot more free time to game in 3 weeks. So yeah, what have you got lined up, Lou? Have you got anything particular in mind that you're really looking forward to playing a lot of? I've been enjoying a YouTuber recently called The Electric Underground. He covers a lot of arcade games and some modern games and goes into their game design. The dude's not for everybody personality-wise, but I enjoy his content. Nice. When I have watched kind of retro content, there's a YouTuber called SNES Drunk, which is an amazing name. It was in Super Nintendo, the initials of that, Drunk. I always love their content. I came across it years ago with a friend, and it's the main one I still watch. Not necessarily regularly, but I kind of binge watch it. Okay, all set. We'll settle those poor perch that suffocated because I am a monster. I love SNES Drunk. He got me into Super Nintendo as I was a Sega and Sony game. Yeah, I don't know how I came across him, but it's fun content. I learn a lot, and it's also really entertaining. Not just yet. Conan when I get home. I'll have my Steam Deck while in hospital. I have Tetris Connected and Stardew on. Nice. That is a nice mixture of games. On my Steam Deck lately, all I've really played is Slay the Spire 2, which is far from testing the prowess of a Steam Deck, and has somehow also made it worth every single penny to have a Steam Deck, because I just love being able to play Slay the Spire 2 in bed, basically. I did play, actually I played some of Final Fantasy VII Remake on the Steam Deck, and it played pretty well on there. I didn't play all of it on there because sometimes I was playing it on the PC, but it was forever convenient that I could just rely on cloud saves. Pun not intended, given it was Final Fantasy VII. Okay, we're all good. I wish I enjoyed card games, but no. See, funny thing is, I do not like card games in the slightest usually, but the Slay the Spire games were the turning point for me. Hey, chicken statue. I think we already have plenty of those. Yeah, I absolutely do not like card games. The kind of deck building thing is not for me 99% of the time. The Slay the Spire, something worked for me with that. I think maybe it was just because it was it wasn't complicated and it was quite quick. I didn't have to spend hours, well, not hours, but a long time mulling over my decisions. People keep telling me to try Hearthstone because I'm a big WoW fan. I don't know. I might do at some point. I think I did play it years ago on my iPad, and it was okay. It was just, it wasn't for me. But yeah, Slay the Spire has been an exception. I can't even remember how I ended up with the first one. But I know I loved it sufficiently. I was really excited to get the second one. And my mum very kindly gave it to me. Yeah, as a present. So that was nice. I've definitely got my money's worth. Well, her money's worth from it. I used to love Gwent, but only the one within the actual Witcher 3 game. The standalone was not for me. There. Games do love to throw in card games, don't they? I'm looking at you. Way too many Final Fantasy games. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. That sucks. But yeah, rest well, and thank you for the look. One of my favourite genres is the tactical RPGs. I started with Final Fantasy Tactics, and then later for Fire Emblem and Advance Wars on the GBA. Nice. I don't have the attention span. I say that when I was younger, I got seriously hooked on Vandal Hearts. I really loved Vandal Hearts. Again, a little bit like how I just said Slave Aspire is my exception for that genre. Vandal Hearts was my big exception. I played Final Fantasy. Oh, yeah, it's day off. Damn it. I played Final Fantasy Tactics on the Game Boy Advance too. Those are the only two that truly grabbed me. I do still have an original copy of Vandal Hearts on the PS1. Now that's a game I haven't heard in a long time. Yeah, I love that. I rented it years ago as a kid, and then I eventually bought my own copy only about 6 years ago. I bought Final Fantasy Tactics when it was re-released on the Switch, and admittedly I sold it on eBay a couple of months ago because I never got around to playing it. I think actually, I don't know if it works on a Steam Deck. That might be a better bet. I say that, what am I saying? I used to own it on a Switch. That was the portable console too. I don't know. Maybe Final Fantasy Tactics just wasn't for me. We don't need any of it. Ooh. Bombs deliver less damage to you. 25% less damage to you. I think I need that. Okay, let's buy the practical stuff. I'm also a strong advocate for sometimes games just come out at the wrong time for you. You're just not in the mood for that particular game, and it will get you another day. It's just right now is not that time. Let's go see the Travelling Merchant. I like this actually, because I've owned this since launch, and it's only now that it's truly grabbed me. I had to be in the right mood, and clearly that mood took 10 years. I've been meaning to try out the Front Mission games, my Super Nintendo and PS1, as I hear good things about. Yeah, I do too. They also look like they're really hard, from what I remember. Although a lot of tactic games are. Vandal Hearts certainly was. You make one mistake, and that is, it is so chess-like. Oh, you did that thing wrong on turn 4. Well, you're never going to be able to recover that. Hey, Miss Raichi, how are you doing? How are things going for you? Do we need anything? It's weird, I was tempted by the bobber, and then I realised we have a mod for that. No, I think we're okay there, Mr. Merchant. Or Miss Merchant. Agreed. I didn't play Fallout 76 for years because of a bad launch, but when I tried it about 3 years ago, I loved it. And for the last yearish, I played it pretty much every day. Yeah, some timing is so important. Which is kind of nice because it does also, I mean, it works both ways. There can be times where you bounce off a game and you think, that's okay, I'll come back to it. I still love the blood spatter of pixels in Vandal Hearts. It was weirdly satisfying to see. Yeah, that was wild. It's been a below average day, but it's almost... Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Raichi. Chat, give Raichi a hug. She's been going through some hard times lately. She does not deserve a below average day. I mean, none of you doesn't deserve a below average day, but right now Raichi really doesn't. I'm glad it's nearly over for you, Raichi. Sell a bunch of random stuff. Wait, comfort like that? No, not really. Okay, we're saving that for Clint tomorrow. I mean, we could head over to Ginger Island, I guess. It's probably going to be that or Skull Cavern. Let's head over to Ginger Island for the first time in a while. I think I've only ever actually gone there once. I kind of looked and went, this looks like a lot. Anyway. Oh, we could say hi to Krobus actually beforehand. We haven't really said hi to him in a bit. Is Krobus a him? I don't know actually.
Thank you Guna of 1K for subscribing for 15 months.
Guna of on a cave just resubscribed for 15 months. She star in my valley till I do.
Good job, Brian. Thank you, Guna. She's starring my valley till I do. Yeah. Thank you so much for a resub, Guna. That's very kind of you. How are you doing? What does that do? I've forgotten. Oh, no, I don't want to change profession. Thank you, weird dog crossed with Jabba the Hutt statue. Oh, it's for Squid Fest. I suppose we could participate in that. Don't mind me, I'm just here for the bulk squid prices. Cool. Very proud of you. What are you waiting for? Those squids aren't going to catch themselves.
Just Jezza underscore has an amazing pun to share. Why did the farmer join Shinra? Because he was promised land.
I like that. Good job, Jezza. As niche for Final Fantasy, but yeah, big fan. Doing good. Trying to cook something very spitty with no clothes on currently, which is spicing up my life. We don't kink shame here. If that's what you need to do, yeah, if it's been that kind of week where that's where you're going to get your thrills, I mean, it's a win-win. You get, you know, a little bit of satisfaction, and you get some tasty food. What you cooking? It's one of those, if you know, you know. Yeah. I want some squid. Can I steal it off them? Squid usually only show up at night. Oh, but I threw some special bait in the water. It's making them active all day. So basically we're luring the squid in with tasty food and then... Oh. Okay, well I guess we're doing this instead of Ginger Island. Come on, yeah, I know what you mean, random fisherman. So, chat, what have you got planned for the weekend? Have you got anything exciting lined up? I don't actually. Last weekend was quite a busy one, so I assume that's just... I consolidated. I had a busy one last week, and then this week I haven't really got anything that's sociable. Streaming Saturday, of course. Yeah, nothing on the horizon. So instead, I'm going to be working. I'm going to be throwing myself into the work project, and then hopefully freeing up a bit of time elsewhere. Tricking fish into biting your lures, the entire premise of all the fishing you've been doing. Are you just now having a clash of conscience? That's a fair point. Yeah, alright. Hey, a squid. Yeah, alright. I've just realised that I'm an evil person. On the other hand, not in Stardew, in life, Does anyone else have kind of qualms about, you know, those fishermen who are all, oh, I'm really good because I catch the fish and then I throw them back in? Is it me, or does that somehow feel oddly a little bit worse? Because you're basically tormenting them, sticking a hook through their mouth, and then going, hey, I wasn't hungry, off you go. Rather than the fishermen that do it and then eat the fish. I don't know, to me, oddly in my head, that feels a little bit fairer. Probably a hot take. Yeah, I wasn't aiming for that, but sure. Sport fishing is weird. Sport fishing is odd. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it just seems odd. I mean, I suppose it's kind of better that, you know, the fish aren't getting eaten, but... Ooh, okay, the squid's coming in now. But I don't know, it seems a bit weird. It's a little bit, we've made them suffer just for a laugh. I don't know. Because I do know people that fish and they do, they eat the fish that evening, and you think, circle of life, I guess. This weekend, I've got nothing on the horizon. I may go see my mum as she'll be back from the holiday. Well, I hope you have a nice weekend, wherever you get up to, Jezza. If only you could lure Stuart Little into an untimely demise in this game. For those who are not on Discord, Guna has an interesting level of hatred for Stuart Little. I don't think I've ever hated anything as much as Guna hates Stuart Little. And that includes fascism. I think actually Guna hates Stuart Little more than they hate fascism. More people realise that trophy hunting is shit. There's just a tendency to view creatures of the sea as slightly less than land creatures, which is interesting. Yeah, I think it's an interesting one. I reckon it's because they're less cute, isn't it? Nobody looks at a fish and goes, oh, look, it's all cuddly and cute, because, you know, it's a fish. Ooh, sorry, I got caught up. That guy got excited and then I got carried away. Yeah, and I think terribly, you gotta be cute.
Thank you, Guna of 1K, for gifting a sub to Hate Stuart Little.
Guna of Honor Cave gifted Ihata Stuart Little a subscription. Guna of Honor Cave gifted a tier 1 sub to Ihata Stuart Little. They have given 120 gift subs in the channel.
Okay, well, there are two of them in the world. Guna and I hate Stuart Little. We don't know why.
Guna of 1K for gifting a sub to Fook Stuart Little.
Guna of Honor Cave gifted Fook Stuart Little a subscription. Guna of Honor Cave gifted a tier 1 sub to Fook Stuart Little. They have given 121 gift subs in the channel.
Fook Stuart Little, indeed. I can't believe there are 3 accounts. Yeah, well,
Guna of 1K for gifting a sub to Kill Stuart Little.
Whoa!
Guna of Honor Cave gifted Kill Stuart Little a subscription. Guna of Honor Cave gifted a tier 1 sub to Kill Stuart Little. They have given 122 gift subs in the channel.
Okay, well that escalated then. We're killing Stuart Little. I see. Thank you for the many gift subs, Guna. A little bit worried for you and Stuart Little's safety, but I do appreciate it. I'm going to catch up and chat in a moment. I just want to get one more squid so I get that gold prize. Give me the squid game. Not like that, not squid game. Give me the squid, game. We've got till 2 AM to get back. Oh, we're kind of fine, aren't we? Ain't no timer. Stop shaking. It'll probably be okay. Not going to be okay, is it?
Guna of Honor Cave gifted Stuart Little Isaracist a subscription. Guna of Honor Cave gifted a tier 1 sub to Stuart Little Isaracist. They have given 123 gift subs in the channel. Jaluz underscore gifted Stuart Little Lover a subscription. Jaluz underscore gifted a tier 1 sub to Stuart Little Lover. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
Hold on, chat, I'm about to collapse. Run. Ah, damn it. Okay. Okay, that was a lot. Okay, let's catch up. Guna, thank you for the gift sub to Stuart Little is a racist. And Jay Luz, the Stuart Little lover. I love the fight back. Thank you so much. And we have a little hype train, which is exclusively based on Stuart Little love and hatred. And Ozzy, thank you for the hydrate. And how are you doing? Right, I got a bit obsessed with squid catching. So where are we at? I've noticed there's two in some points for people who say they're vegetarian but still eat pescatarian. What is the point? It's really weird to go, no, I won't eat the cow, but I will eat the fish.
Thank you, Guna of 1K for gifting a sub to Stuart_little_suck.
Guna of on a cave gifted. Stuart_little_sucks a subscription. Guna of on a cave gifted a tier 1 sub to Stuart_little_sucks. They have given 124 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you for the gift sub to Stuart Little Sucks, and thank you for being here, Guna. Have a good one. For the many Ooh. Okay, I think Stuart Little Sucks has caught something massive. I'm going to scroll up once it tells me what the fish was. Is it ever going to end? Oh, a legendary amberjack lantern. Okay, I think Stuart Little Sucks might be at the top of the leaderboard now. We'll have a look in a minute. Where am I at with the chat? Because there was a lot of Stuart Little hate. Here we go again with a Stuart Little slander. Yeah. I mean, Guna did good in an awful kind of way. I know. Hey, Anxious Pigeon. How are you doing? I know exactly why I dislike Stuart Little. In the original... Oh, I got an achievement on luck fishing. In the original book, he wasn't a mouse. He was a human born that looked like a mouse. Oh, I didn't know that. I only know the film. And I've only seen little bits of the film. I haven't seen all of it. Stuart Little versus Remy from Ratatouille. Who do you hate more? Oh, I'm so glad Guna ran before that. Remy is... No, we don't talk badly about Remy. I have a little cuddly Remy plushie. Right? We are Remy lovers here. Stuart Little... Yeah, that was quite the hype train. Just got home. Wait, chat, don't spring up. Just got home, just about jumping. Enjoy your shower, Ozzy. Yeah, you got an epic sponge. That was what the achievement was. The book is on... Oh, okay. Right, let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. It might be leaderboards, actually. No, it is. Who is riding high? Oh, Rimvello is still first. Jackie is second. Jackie is not far off beating Rimvello. It could happen. And then we've got Stuart Little Sucks has gone straight in at third. Hannah is fourth, just behind Stuart Little. And then we also have Ozzy at fifth. DW, I think DW is a gifted sub who I'm not entirely convinced has ever spoken in chat, but obviously caught a really good fish for the first time. Llama Drama. I am 8th. J Luz is 4th. And Spoofy is 10th. Okay. We're doing good. Shat GPT is 18th. Metal Hammer, I'm afraid you're 20th. But you're only just behind Stuart Little Lover, so it could work out. Oh, that's a lot of fishing. I'm a Remy hater. A rat shouldn't be in a 5-star hotel. 5-star kitchen is not sanitary. I mean, he's a good rat. He looks out for stuff. He's a good chef. I mean, if you ignore the, recent issues with the hantavirus. Hey, I wasn't even part of the hype train. I was just here. I've unlocked a fish in love. Okay, thank you all for the hype train. Which was basically Stuart Little. Stuart Little all the way. Yeah, Remy's clean. Jezza's caught an epic pineapple, which does sadly beat J Luz's junk mug. What's Hannah gonna get? Oh, okay. I've got a spoiler here. I've unlocked an achievement for Steam. It's a big one, chat. Okay, so the achievement that Hannah has unlocked for me is called the biggest one in the game. This could go on a while. Junk Mug was my nickname at uni. Oh my god. Whoa. Wait, how big was... A legendary... Hannah cast a line and caught a blue whale weighing 119,788 kilos. Okay. Let's go look at the leaderboard one last time before we get back to the game. Oh, no, I can't look at the leaderboard. It's okay. Can I just open it for myself? Come on, game. This is my game. You can do it. There we go. Yep, Hannah has now beaten Rimbello by a good nearly 200 points. Flawless Hannah. Rigged. Oh, when Rimbello comes in, they are not going to be happy. And we'll know when Rimbello gets here because the Sonic Drowns music will start. The RNG gods weren't looking enough. They were to Hannah. Am I going to get told off for the fainting? If I want to faint at 2 AM, I should be allowed to faint at 2 AM. Yeah, 1000G. Thank you, Harvey. Harvey, who simultaneously tries to chat me up, but then forces me to pay 1000G if I fall asleep in the street. I don't want to sound like a gold digger, but it's not going to woo me if he keeps charging me for passing out. Oh, we've got a cursed Hugar card. And we know it's going to be cursed because Jezza pulled it. No offense, Jezza, but we all know you've got the history for the cursed Hugar cards. Okay, let's fill up here. Let's do it. Enjoy your lurk, Lou. I hope ballet goes well. Not too bad, actually. These are pretty good. I know it's never cozy. It's always dark or controversial, just how I like. Yeah. But 2 out of the 3 are actually pretty good, I think, unless this takes a dark turn. Because ultimately half of it is down to you guys. It depends on what you say. So, definitely a harmless one. Probably, depending on who you say. What famous person do people say you look like? I got nothing. Nobody has ever said I look like anyone. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Bizarrely, when I was about 18 or 19, somebody a lot older than me, who in hindsight might have been trying to groom me, once said that they reckon when I was older I'd look like Julia Roberts. I do not look like Julia Roberts. I think they might have just been trying to charm me. Funcom. That's pretty good. Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. That's also pretty good. Yeah. That's good. I was waiting for somebody to say I look like this mass murderer or something. So good job. Nobody has said anything too deranged. Do you think you have nice handwriting? No, not in the slightest. My handwriting sucks. I used to have okay handwriting, and then I never have to write anything anymore. So I've just forgotten how to write well. So it's just painful scrawl. Never been told I look like anyone, but I get called Samantha an unusual amount of times in my life. So you look like Samantha, Jackie. Just a Samantha. Nope. You used to get called Vsauce a lot. Who is Vsauce, Gooner? Should I Google? Am I going to learn stuff I don't want to learn? Oh, okay. I don't know Vsauce, but I can kind of see that. Yeah. Yeah. You don't to me, you don't look like Vsauce, but I can see it. I can see what people are getting at there. Yeah. My handwriting is GP level. Yeah, mine's not far off that. Yeah. 15 years ago it was spooky. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. Third one. This is the one I think could go places if you want it to. What do you think old people regret the most when they look back on their life? I mean, fun answer. Well, not fun. Honest answer is probably, I don't know, the chances they didn't take, that kind of thing. A little part of me almost also wanted to instinctively go a bit where I was really racist. Not gooning as much as they could. Well, everyone regrets that. At any age, you can be there going, I haven't gooned sufficiently. Not doing drugs. Yep. I think in a weird sort of way, if I got really, really old, I think I would be a bit, I haven't lived. I found out a few years ago there was a woman about 10 years older than me, same hair colour and car, named Samantha. Oh. When I was a bar frequent, I would hear about this woman like a local cryptid. Have yet to meet her. I hope she's alright. Yeah, what is going on with Samantha? We need to know. Is she single? Yeah, we need to know if she's single too. We need to know everything about this mysterious Samantha. The kitten is very happy. Oh, and Genital's happy. Everybody's happy. Just let me get the duck feather, please. Oh, inventory. Okay, let's go sell some stuff then, and then I'll come back for your eggs. Samantha, the local cryptid, is... yeah. They probably regret not taking as many chances in life and following their aspirations and dreams. Yeah. I think that's probably the most likely thing. I know the funeral I went to last week, I think at any funeral, if you hear a eulogy, it's kind of weird hearing somebody's entire life summed up in basically a handful of sentences by somebody, in this case, that they didn't even know. It kind of puts things into perspective where you think, I want a really exciting eulogy. I want a lot. I want a lot of passion. I want, people to be really excited about the life I led. I'm not particularly achieving that right now. But just overall, I think that's a nice aim to have. Related to that, you want to go to a funeral that is packed with people. She was never spotted with a man. I stand by the theory it's older me from another time. Oh, I hope it is. That'll be amazing. I want my corpse to be shot out of a cannon and then cremated, and then the ashes loaded in a shotgun shell. For a pacifist, that's a turn. I say that I'm assuming you're a pacifist, Gooner. Think about you might not be. Do it tomorrow. I want a funeral like the dad in Big Fish. What was that funeral like? I didn't see that. Because I've been to funerals. I've been to funerals where there were literally 5 people there. And I've been to funeral, well, I have one family member, my grandmother, literally 5 people at her funeral. And then on the other hand, when I went to my dad's funeral, there was about 80, 90 people there. And it was hard to fit everyone in. And you think, that's the funeral you want. If you got to have a funeral, you want it packed with people. I'm absolutely not a pacifist. Yeah, as I said it, Gooner, I thought then, actually, no. I think what I was thinking was, my angle with it was, you're anti-various wars, and then thought about it and went, that doesn't mean you're a pacifist, and that's a good point, yeah. Yeah, I kind of got lost along there, because I'm anti-various wars, but I'm not a pacifist. Without getting too political. Oh, my skin donated for those tattoo museum showcases where they flay out your skin for all to see. Okay, that is wild. Yeah, I could not do that, but I'm impressed, Jackie. That's a cool vision. Watch Big Fish. Such a lovely movie. I don't want to spoil it. Okay. Such a feel-good magical movie. Ah, okay. I've heard of it, and it's been out a while, and I've just kind of... It's one of those films I haven't got round to seeing. Not for any particular reason, just haven't, really. So, okay, I need to see that then. Here's Hallie. She was a brilliant, slightly passive-aggressive journalist who streamed video games on the internet. That's all I've got. It's a start. I need to make more friends before I kick the bike. Yeah, me too, J-Luz. I would not have as big a funeral as my dad at this point. Probably because I work from home, admittedly, because he was well loved at his workplace, which had to help on the numbers front. Do the copper trash can. I'm also super pro-gun. The way you phrase that as a mate, all I can imagine is... I don't know why I can imagine, it's just the idea of super pro-gun. I'm convinced at some point I could buy a water pistol that was called a super pro-gun. Same, I'd love to be up a man. For a reason, of course. Yeah, you don't have to have a reason, Hannah. Just find somebody. That's how these things start. So far, if I died tomorrow, I'd have a very small funeral, as sad as that sounds. As long as you got quality over quantity too, though. Because weirdly, funerals can be full of a lot of fake people. So it's trying to get that balance in act. You don't want a funeral packed with people, but they're basically there for the free food. Use Fister, equal opportunity when it comes to fashion. Yeah, always punch a fascist. That's a good step. Okay, we're going to catch some more. Oh, we got to catch 10 for the max. Oh, this isn't going to go well. A lot of men do need a beating. Yeah. Yep. I'm on dating apps. I know this well. I say that the last couple of days I've been very half-hearted looking. I've just had so many people I've matched with and then they've not replied, but it's kind of slowly broken my soul a little bit. And certainly got me a little bit, do I need people? Well, yeah, romantic people. Yeah, I don't know. Fishies! Thank you for Gigantify, Guna. I have a small list of men I'd beat up. Much like Ara. I can't remember how to pronounce her name. I do know her. You have a kill list in Game of Thrones. Arya? Probably Arya. Yeah, I think all decent people have a small list. That doesn't mean they're going to do it. It's just, if you were given the opportunity, you'd be ready. Jezza. I doubt I have the patience or the energy levels to get all the way up to 10. Squid fishing might be a good example of what am I doing with my life. If I'm dead, it doesn't matter to me who does and doesn't turn up to my funeral. There? We've all got different takes on it. To be probably somewhat egotistical, I want a large funeral and I do want people to be upset. Because to me it feels, as an example, when my dad died, there were loads of people, yeah, the amount of platitudes you hear when dealing with grief is insane. But I remember in particular, one of the key ones would be, oh, your dad wouldn't want you to be sad. And you'd think, yeah, well, he wouldn't want there to be reason for me to be sad. But I'm pretty sure you'd be okay with the idea. Imagine how awful it would be if you'd been a decent parent and then nobody cried when you died. That would be pretty awful. I mean, there are definitely parents in the world who don't deserve the upset. But yeah, when you're a good one, you kind of want, I don't know, you want a bit of upset. You don't want people to shrug and go, oh well, never mind. You want to feel like you have an impact on the world. Never understood that. Yeah, it's a bit... Yeah, it's perfectly natural, assuming they were a good person. Do we have to be upset about you dying or upset about what you did before you died? I want people to be devastated that I am deceased. Yeah. It's that, yeah. You want to be missed. That's probably what it comes down to. But like I said, there's a lot of weird sentiments amongst those times. We're not going to catch this second squid, are we? Squidfest is stupid. That's going to be my official positive reaction to it. It's just squid stuff. Squidfest is silly. I'm going to give it one more go, and then I'm going to go whack those things. Yeah, we're a bit low on energy. See if there's any others about. We got lots of time, we just haven't got any energy. Which is half the story of my life. I think when we finish this day, I hadn't noticed that pre-rolls had kicked in. So once we finish this day, I'm going to take a quick little break. We'll stick words on the stream on. Everyone's heading to bed. And I will stretch. You should stretch too. Maybe get yourself a snack. I'm going to resist getting a snack. Probably. Might get a snack. There's not a lot of food in my house at the moment. Hey, Friendly Kitten. Happy whatever Tuesday. Friendly Kitten, it's Thursday. But thank you. I have an engine on my lap, but all the percussion is perfect. I just got ooh, I hope you have a good breakfast. There's a woman I used to see a lot on TikTok whose wife died suddenly, and after 6 months to a year, people were genuinely annoyed that she was still grieving. It used to piss me off, so, oh, yeah. I've been there with my dad, and my mum has also dealt with that, where people are a bit, oh, it's been a year, aren't you over it yet? And you think, no, I've got a feeling it might be one of those things that just changes you. Yeah, people have odd attitudes. Ooh, what have you got, Jezza? I can answer before I take a break. Oh, can I not put those in there? No. Okay. It is almost Friday, Ozzy. Hey, Nosebjorn, how are you doing? We are all waiting with the bated wait. Words. We're all waiting with bated breath to see what the question's going to be. There's no limit. No, definitely not. Grief lasts as long as it's going to last. And annoyingly, because it is kind of annoying, it can still sneak up on you years later. I know, actually, the other day I was just randomly, not in a huge deep grief way, but I was just randomly a bit, I wish I could tell my dad about this particular thing. And I couldn't, obviously. But yeah, that's just how grief works. It's kind of, okay, it's kind of there alongside you at all times. Nope, okay. Grief lasts a lifetime. It just gets slightly easier to live with over time. Yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah. It was several months after my dad died, it re-hit me. Yeah, it can do that, yeah. Hold on, I'm going to finish the day. I'm going to catch up with chat. My beloved Nana died in 2007. I still cry, but oh, I'm sorry. Hannah. Yeah, my dad was 2008, so very similar timelines, and yeah, I feel ya. We're going to go to an ad break in a moment. I'm going to ask Jez a big question. Wait a minute. Out of the two big bakery chains, who do you think is better, Greggs or Coupland's? Give your reason. I don't know what Coupland's is, so I suspect we haven't got those in Wales. We have Greggs. We have a ton of Greggs. Yeah, we don't have them. They are only in the north by the looks of things, kind of. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, sorry, predominantly in the north. So we don't have those. We have Greggs. We also have we have Jenkins, which is a very Welsh name for a Welsh bakery. Nah, Greggs for me. Jenkins is it's kind of patchy. That's my best comparison. I like Greggs. Although, like Hannah said, they took away the veggie sausage and bean bake, and I loved the veggie sausage and bean bake too. The vegan sausage roll is still very good. They do a very good Christmas lattice as well. Hey, Snitzel, thank you for a watch streak. 10 streams. It's huge. But yeah, so I can't fully answer that question because I only know Greggs. I do like Greggs though. There are better bakeries, but Greggs is so accessible. Oh yeah, the Greggs pizzas. Yeah, that is a good point. I do like the Greggs pizza slices. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stick words on the stream on. We take a little break. I'm gonna see what kind of snack I can round up. I think there's a banana. I don't really want a banana. I'm not in the mood for a banana. So anyway, while I weigh up what I'm gonna find, we'll stick words on stream on, and I will be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Hey, Bib, how you doing? Yes, I had mini party rings, so I was quite happy. Only a little bag, but tasty stuff. Where are we at? Wait, I need to get my notes up. The notes that I'm kind of loosely following, but here we are. We have a lot of... Okay, copper trash can is tomorrow. Traveling... Oh, Harvey's birthday. I mean, we're forever having to pay Harvey money, but we should probably get him a gift. I made you a little treat this morning in my saloon. Dig in. Ooh, we got baked fish from Gus. We could probably give that to Harvey. Starting tomorrow, a travelling merchant fleet will dock at Pelican Town for the yearly night market. The market starts at 5 p.m. and will be in port for the next 3 days. Please visit the beach after 5 p.m. to join the festivities. There's free coffee. Okay, well, we're definitely doing that. Hey, Arc Editor, it's going well, thank you. Yeah, we're chipping away at some goals, and most importantly, it's a nice relaxing place to wander. No complaints. How are you doing? Get some powder melons. And a bunch of cactus fruit, because who doesn't want cactus fruit? I love it when fruit is painful. Back a bit. There we go. I wish watering in real life was as easy as this. Because it's not. If you have water plants regularly, it's not really as easy as that. I'm doing well. Just got back from the gym. Ooh, I hope the gym went well. I went this morning and it went pretty well. Yeah, my arms felt like noodles at the end, which is usually a good sign in a slightly exhausting way. But yeah, went pretty well. I hope your session did too. I mean, I suppose we could make mayo and give it to Harvey. Everyone loves mayo, right? Except for, what's his name that we discovered on my last stream? Really hated mayo. I reckon Harvey is going to be a mayo lover. Baked fish might be a safer bet though. Went okay, all normal, no PR. That's okay, that's a good solid run. Sadly, you can't get a PB every single time. I wish you could, but you can't. Hold on, just need to see if somebody's at the door. I will be right back. No, that's okay, they won't. Okay, no parcel for me today. Cool, we're good. Sim's a mayo lover, isn't he? Surely Sim couldn't hate mayo. But yeah, that's a good solid effort. I'm trying to think. I don't think I got any PBs either today. It was just kind of a consistent... Turned up, got the job done. I did get a PB yesterday. No. Because... Keep the powder melon. I was on my bike indoors at the gym. And I cycled 20 kilometres in just over 43 minutes. And that was a good new best, because it was about 45 minutes last time. Sim doesn't like... Oh. Well, I'll think slightly less of him then, but don't tell him. I'll just kind of quietly judge in the distance. I need to find Harvey. Where is he at? My lips are... Yeah, it's fine. You can't always agree with everything a friend says, can you? Sometimes they're just wrong. I sneak up behind him with a present. Have a baked fish. Thank you very much. I didn't expect anyone to know it was my birthday today. I hate to say this, but I do make a lot more money during flu season. I guess if people stopped getting sick, I'd be out of business. It sounds like the making of a conspiracy theory. Okay. Don't give a wrong idea. I want people to be healthy. Really. It's the really that makes me concerned he didn't mean that. He put a little bit too much effort into that, really. That's a slight concern. I'm not going to succeed at that. I can tell you now. Let's go see the travelling merchant. Yeah, I was awful believing that Harvey didn't want anyone to get sick. Until... he kind of protested too much. A travelling merchant. Waving like a happy person. Oil of garlic. Drink this and weaker monsters will avoid you. Kind of useful. Oh, a walleye. Remember, chat? Remember how much I needed a walleye to complete that community centre? And here it is, just waved in my face. How are you doing, Bib? I hope you're doing well. Okay, we're definitely buying a rare seed. Should we buy the blueberry seed? We might as well. We'll grow the coffee bean in the greenhouse. Doing alright, thank you. How are you? I'm okay, thanks. A little bit tired, but doing okay. Just a bit of a busy time with trying to get the house sorted, with renovations and kind of all the usual things, but not too bad. All for a good cause. Are you going to be at TwitchCon, Bib? And is anyone else going to be at TwitchCon? Keep meaning ask. Oh, actually no. We'll get the mayo and the cheese later. Plant those. Wait, coffee bean. I've got the coffee bean. Sorry, coffee bean. Better? I'd love to go to TwitchCon. Yeah, it's nice. It's so good to be able to catch up with so many friends. Yeah, it's going to be a really good time. It's unfortunately quite an expensive thing to do, but it's worth the money if you can spare it. How do I put the seeds in my seed maker? Right, 2 seconds. Hey, Wit, how you doing? I'm very likely not going. That might change, but I don't think... Oh, that's a shame, Bib. Sorry I won't get to see you. I think admittedly probably because it's been at Rotterdam for... This is the 3rd year. I get the impression there's probably quite a lot of people kind of skipping it this year. For me, it's only my 2nd one, so... I'm fine with that. To be honest, I just like being able to go somewhere, catch up with friends. It'd be really good to see Crafton, and Spoofy, and Drongo. And I get to meet bees with an ease for the first time. That's going to be really good. I'm bribing... Well, no. I am bribing everyone with Jaffa Cakes. Because it turns out everyone is super excited about Jaffa Cakes. So I'm just gonna move these. I am bringing over. I am a Jaffa Cake dealer, basically. It's gonna be all Jaffa Cakes in one bag. Okay, why do you not just put the seeds in? Am I missing something? Chat, half of you have all played Stardew before. What am I missing with the seed maker? Location is actually kind of nice because I live relatively near and I don't mind that venue. Yeah, I like Rotterdam. I mean, this will be my third time in Rotterdam, because I was there just for the half day in February with my mum. So it'll be really nice. You got to put that. Oh, you got to put. Oh, if it was for seed. Okay, that makes sense. Then I'll go plant some seeds. I didn't think of that. Thank you, Hannah. Let's plant the rare seeds. Jaffa cakes, the thing we take for granted. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I like Jaffa cakes, but I wouldn't have thought they would be the thing everyone would be going, I need Jaffa cakes. So that's a nice icebreaker, because, there's a few people like bees I haven't met before, and I'm seeing Ultrasaurus, but I only kind of briefly chatted to her last year. And I don't feel like I knew her as well last year, so it'll be nice to see everyone. I was cracking up when you were mentioning you were just a random bringing Spoofy cakes. Yeah. Luckily, Spoofy knows I wouldn't poison her. Actually, that's foraged, isn't it? Okay, come back. Would you though? No, I would not poison you, Spoofy. I mean, especially not now you know I could. You should take some tonic tea. Ooh, that's a good idea, J-Luz. I like your... Oh, I might buy some tea cakes. I actually have right now in my kitchen, basically the local supermarket, Tesco's, were doing bulk buys of Jaffa cakes. So I bought this massive box of Jaffa cakes, and I now have 80 Jaffa cakes. I don't think I'm taking them all with me to TwitchCon, because for one thing, I'm a little bit worried that it might flag on security and somebody might, is it going to look weird? I'm going to take a lot of Jaffa cakes. Hallie's given me food multiple times, and I've been safe so far. Yeah, I mean, all I can ever do is so far. Tonic tea cakes are pog they are. Yeah, I think I might take some tea cakes. I want someone to send me suspicious fruit. Ooh, I love those. I love those so much. 80 Jaffa cakes, so a couple of days supply. Yeah, that's the plan. We won't want Hallie to be caught smuggling Jaffa cakes, even if they are delicious. Ooh, a bat. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Maybe I need to kind of poke at the box a bit so they look kind of second-hand Jaffa cake-ish. Presumably, there's no law against you taking Jaffa cakes in. It's not like I'm taking fresh meat or something. Yeah, it'll be fun. I think I told a few of you when I came back from the Netherlands in February with my mum, I got stopped at Amsterdam airport security because I was carrying a fairly thick chunk of chocolate. In Rotterdam, there was this shop with this stall that was selling kind of offcuts of chocolate. So they were kind of the seconds of chocolate. It was basically a big slab of chocolate. And I ate a bit of it when I was in Amsterdam, but otherwise I was travelling with this big kind of cube-like shape of chocolate. And I got stopped at security because it just managed to set off the x-rays. And then this really, really nice woman at security in the perfect Dutch accent just looked at me and in a sing-song voice said, "What did you do? What have you got?" And I was there thinking, no worries, Bib, thank you for the lurk. It's good to see you, even if only for a little bit. But yeah, she was just so sing-song, "What did you do?" And I was there going, "I don't know." And she went, "Can you think of anything it could be?" And I was a bit, "Could it be my car keys?" No, it's not car keys. And I just went, I really don't know. And so she asked me to open my bag. The problem was my bag also had two massive cuddly toys that had been squished down into the bag because I bought them in Amsterdam and I am weak for cuddly toys. So she opened my bag and basically these cuddly toys sprang out the top. And then basically she dug around, well, she got me to dig around my bag. And there was this chunk of chocolate and she looked at it and went, And I went, I bought this chocolate in Rotterdam, and she looked at me a bit uncertain and she went, I need to scan it to check that you won't die. And I went, okay. And I said, well, I ate some a little while ago. And she went, well, we'll see. And then she scanned it and went, it's okay, you won't die, enjoy the chocolate, and sent me on my way. I assume it either looked like explosives or drugs or I don't know. But it was a really weird but nice experience. And she did think it was really funny, all these cuddly toys basically sprang out of my bag. Yeah, even at that, yeah. It was a weird... The whole time in the distance was my mum looking over, because she'd got through security fine, looking at me like she was a bit... What's going on there? The cocoa drug, yeah, that, yeah. Anyway, where we have a chat. Second-hand Jaffa cake could look more suspicious. Yeah, that's true. I just kind of meant if I just kind of poked the box a bit. But yeah, that probably would look bad. Yeah. I'm travelling through a very small UK airport. I don't think they're going to care too much. They are so relaxed. I'm so grateful I got to see you multiple times. Oh, I know, Spoofy. I've just seen you loads. I've honestly, and I'm not complaining, I think I've seen you more than I have seen local friends. Because I've seen you in London twice. So TwitchCon, yeah, it's going to be 2 TwitchCons within a year. And I saw you in February. It's been really nice. So yeah, it has been lovely. I'm still kind of quietly hoping I would like to come to the Netherlands sometime in the summer for a few days away from TwitchCon, because I would really like to see... I'm going to pronounce a whole bunch of places badly, but I want to see Utrecht. I want to see The Hague. I want to see... Actually, mostly those two. I want to be able to be a bit more relaxed, because TwitchCon is always so full on. And I'm there Friday to Monday, but it's still kind of... You never stop with TwitchCon. And I would like a kind of nice chill holiday of just truly relaxing while taking in new cities. But the house keeps going wrong. So I have to wait and see. It might end up being a last minute trip. I've kind of got to see where the money goes. But if not, hopefully next year sometime. Because I really like the Netherlands. It's got some of my favourite people in it, but also it's a really nice country to travel to. I just need to move across the ocean. I hang out with people from the other side of the world way more than people from my country now. Yeah, me too. Yeah, just yeah. I gotta say, Smudge, I miss out on all these hecking legends, but travel really is expensive. Yeah, it is. Yeah, flights. I'm glad I booked my flights for TwitchCon earlier in the year, because I think they've gone up a lot. I'm really lucky that yesterday, my best friend who emigrated to Sweden, I knew he was hopefully coming back this year to visit his parents, but I wasn't sure because I knew how crazy the flights are getting at the moment. And luckily he messaged me last night to say he's coming back in July for a week, and it was honestly a massive weight off of my mind, because I was sure he was going to go, nah, I gotta skip it this year, it's so expensive. What, a hat? Let's grab a first hat. It's going to be a chicken nugget hat. No chicken nugget dreamland, but we have got chicken nuggies. Yeah, travel is expensive. Weirdly, I know a few people have sort of, well, I remember at some point, I think I was discussing it with Redweird, and it was, oh, what if TwitchCon next year is in London? And then it occurred to us that actually it probably won't be, because of a little thing known as Brexit that would actually make it a bit of a pain for most people. But then it occurred to me that even getting to London is really expensive from here. I think in a strange sort of way, there are European countries that are cheaper for me to get to than London. I was going to suggest the nugget hat as well. Great job. Thank you. How are you doing, Spoofy, anyway? I know you've had a bit of a busy week. cheaper to fly to London than it is to get a train. And yeah, trains are so expensive. I've had a few different opportunities lately to go to things in London just for the day. And I'm still weighing up if I can go to one of them, but it's so expensive. Make it difficult. I'm very curious what it'll be for next year. Yeah, I just hope it'll be... I mean, I'm very untravelled, so to be honest, I'll happily go anywhere. I mean, to be a little, if I'm getting kind of precious about it, I don't particularly want it to be Paris. Because I've been... Also, I completely, loudly, really hate going to Charles de Gaulle Airport. I may be untravelled, but I know enough about airports to go, I do not like Charles de Gaulle. Spain could be nice. I'd say it'd be useful for me if it somehow ended up in, say, Sweden. But my friend lives on the border to Denmark, so Denmark would be more useful. I'm doing okay. I've been trying to relax a bit this morning, but I do need to still do a bit of work, even if it's a day off. Oh, that sucks. It's a bit of a challenge with lots of days off, and some work events going on. You are working hard, Spoofy. You are juggling well. But I do hope you're managing to get a bit of rest in somewhere. I kind of know what it's like because of a moment, because work's picked up, which I'm not complaining about, but I'm a tiny, tiny bit complaining about the timing. I think I'm looking at not really having a full day off until middle of June. And it feels we all need a full day off, right? And you juggling your work and streaming is impressive, but I can imagine how tiring it is. My partner and I have just been laughing because our house backs onto a primary school field and it started mega stoning, and my kids all just started running. Oh my god. Yeah. I would laugh in an evil way. Yeah. Corpo Spoof never is. No, Corpo Spoof never does. It's hilarious. I bet. The weather here has been very stormy. It has leapt wildly from, oh, it's quite nice, to, oh my god, I can't see down the street. After the stream, I need to go for my walk, and... Does anyone have an extra diamond? Yeah, sure, I've just got a casual diamond hanging around, that's fine. Yeah, I need to go for that post-stream walk, but... a little bit worried I'm going to get rained on. They have these kids out in all weathers, though. They weren't bothered. Oh, that's good. Kind of. They're getting them ready for the future. Collect a bunch of bug... Okay. Probably not. Bring water protection for... See, I hate wearing coats. I know that makes me sound like I'm about 8, but I don't like wearing coats. As an example of... Hey, we got the bin. As an example of how much I hate wearing raincoats. When I went to Amsterdam and Rotterdam in February, I didn't travel with a coat. I had a hoodie. Was it this hoodie? No, I think it was my TwitchCon hoodie. And that was literally all I had. And it was so cold. It was probably a mistake, but I just didn't want to take a coat. The Nuggy hat will protect you. Well, yeah, it might do. It's a bucket hat. It's got a chance. Put your shoes and your coat on or we can't go out. Hey, Slugnacious, the parent has entered the chat. I always wear my shoes. Water protection is anything that keeps her. There you go, a hoodie works. I love coats, but the weird thing is I like wearing coats because they look nice. Kind of jacket, not big wet weather coats. I saw the other day that my new 3DS XL box is worth £400. The fact I could sell a handheld from 2015 and buy a new Switch 2 is crazy to me right now. Yeah, that is impressive. Umbrellas instead of a cat. Yeah, you should probably get an umbrella. I remember years ago, because I've always been like it, well, back when I was a student, I was waiting at a bus stop and it absolutely poured it down with rain. And a really nice woman, also waiting for the bus, just casually gave me for some reason, she had a spare umbrella and she just gave it to me and just said, "Oh, you can keep it, don't worry." And I've always remembered it as such a kind act. But also, who on earth ever keeps two umbrellas? I've got a bright young yellow umbrella. Ooh, that's fun. But yeah, I am basically like a child with avoiding that sort of thing. We could upgrade that, I suppose. It's not really a priority. Thinking of priorities, I'm going to check if we have a big coop ready for when I go dinosaur hunting. So yeah, next few weeks I've got to learn to manage my time better so I actually rest. I'm not good at resting. Lately my brain won't focus on anything. Which is making literally everything a lot more challenging. They are raising my price for Switch 2. It's wild. It's going up quite a lot too, isn't it? I find it bizarre that the PlayStation 5 now costs more than it did when I bought it at launch. That's not how it's meant to go. Hey guys, hey Lewis. I like to check in with local businesses and see how they're doing. It might be election time soon. Have we already got the big coop? We might do. What do we need? Ooh. There you go. We'll do the upgrade. We might as well. We have a money spare. Why not? We don't really need it. It's just us. Hey Reb, thank you for watch streak. How are you doing? I just want to play Pocopia. Yeah, I'll have a look at Pocopia. And it is so expensive. It's about 60 quid here, which I even had my mum recently was saying, because she's a big Dragon Quest Builders player, she was a bit, oh, what's this Pokemon game? And she's not really a Pokemon fan. But she was a bit, oh, are you going to get it? And I was a bit, no, I'm trying not to. Oh, okay, never mind. Don't talk about election. Yeah, just... Yeah, in the UK, we're currently weighing up which is going to be our Prime Minister, because he's probably going to quit or get pushed out or something. It's all going to kick off soon. What we get here? Oh, the upgrade. Gotcha. They didn't announce the price, but it's estimated to be £430. It's odd, because they did announce it for North America, Japan, and the rest of Europe. Yeah, that sounds like kind of economic instability. Enjoying my day off by doing a little... Oh, I'm glad, Reb. You work hard. You deserve that rest. Been eyeing a new monitor and GPU, but she's them price... Yeah. What are you considering getting? What are you eyeing up? I continue to be so glad I bought my nice PC in the end of 2024, because the way prices have gone up, I got lucky there. Wrong one. $1440p OLED monitor, Samsung or LG, and a gigabyte 57. Nice. I don't have an OLED monitor, but I have an OLED TV, and it is lovely. I've never regretted spending a small fortune on it. I think it's about... Because the LG C1, and I bought it nearly 5 years ago. And it still looks exceptional. I've been wanting a new PC for a while, but just don't have that kind of money with the current prices. Maybe next year. Yeah. PCs are expensive. It sent me back around 1,000 to 1,100. Ooh, that's a lot. We should probably convert the soggy newspaper, but we didn't. That's all I got. We just didn't. So, should we head down to the Skull Cavern to kill a bit of time? Actually, we could still go to Ginger Island. Let's head there. I want to look at the volcano. LG monitor is about €100 more expensive than the Samsung. LG do really nice TVs. So I can imagine they do very nice monitors as well. I mean, before, I've been lucky that over the years I've always had pretty good TVs. Because I went Samsung way back when. Then Sony for a bit. And then now LG. Because as I was primarily a console gamer, I like to have a good TV. Oh yeah, I forgot about the market. Oh, well there we go then. Care for a cup of coffee? Yeah, sure. I'm going for a summer holiday in the middle of winter. Yeah, that is Ginger Island to a T. Oh, that's going to be for rare fish catching. Nah, we're okay. Canes. I'm not good at the decorating. I think this boat's my favourite. It's so unique. The nerd in me wants to go, you can't have so unique. It either is unique or it's not unique. So unique, no. No. Let's get some amaranth seeds. They're hard to come by. Oh, a sandfish. Kind of cute, really. A lot of rare crows, but no thank you. I've always had good TVs. I was like, we had Sony in the 90s, 2000s, then went to Samsung when flat screens became a thing, and now LG. Yeah, once I was making my own money, I had fairly good TVs. The Samsung TV actually was when I got my first graduate job. And I think it was 32 inches, which doesn't sound like a lot now, but was kind of a big deal at the time. It's so mysterious. I love it. Okay, so we're not going to... Yeah, I get no Volcano Island. Okay. Anyway, see you guys. Have fun. Voice to text just likes to troll you, Jezza. Yeah, and I can't remember when I got a Sony TV. My most recent one, the LG that I have now, I bought for myself for my birthday the year that I had a Crohn's diagnosis, and I was pretty depressed and low. And in typical me style, I went, so I'm going to buy a TV. Wait, a bit of water that. "32 inches was pretty big, but then in the CRT TV days, the biggest you could get in the UK was 29 inches, which measured at 27. Apparently in America you could get up to 32 inch. Yeah, imagine the lifting that. Because I remember I used to go to LANs when I was a teenager, and having to try and lift a 17-inch monitor into... Ooh, Camilla gave birth to a baby pig. Ew, we got a new pig. You're trying to lift that into the car boot. That was not fun. Chat, what are we going to name the new pig? The parents are Charles and Camilla. So, yeah, feel free to run with that. If Guna were here, we'd have answers. Piglet, Sizzler, Gammon. A little bit tempted by Gammon, I have to admit. Ooh, topical. I like it, J-Luz. Hambone. Ooh, I don't know. We could make a quick Pictoria. I'll ask. Hold on. What about if we create a little poll? Brian? That's going to get the TTS confused if we have a Brian. So what are the options? Okay, I'm going to pick out some options. We'll do a quick little 1-minute poll. So you're going to have to be quick. Because otherwise we'll be... Wait, that's the question, but... Yeah, I think there can only be one Brian. I think it will confuse us all. You kind of like Pictoria. I mean, I'm picking out... Hamlet. Ooh, Guna said pig hole. Okay. I've set a very short poll. It is only 1 minute. Go for it, chat. Try not to tie the vote. What am I going to... Okay, I'm not going to vote. I don't know, to be honest. We have a tie at the moment. So you got time. Guna would say, yeah, Guna would say pig hole. Chat instantly, yeah. Oh, we have a tiny... We have... Something is winning. Just... But yeah, we got about... We got under probably 20 seconds. To get your votes in. And that is what the little piglet is going to be named. There we go. Oh, chat, it wasn't a tie. It was going so well. Okay. That's my way. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, I blinked and it was all good, and then there was a tie. Reb, what are you gonna? Reb, choose either Gammon or Pictoria. Tell me what you go with, and we'll go with that. Reb can have a deciding vote. I fell down a rabbit hole researching CRTs once, and there's a 60-inch project-based CRT that weighs 200. Oh my god, that's huge. Why did Stardew make the pig so? I know, poor pigs. Pictoria. Pictoria it is. I don't think Pictoria Gammon fits. Choose the least fit. Will that be Farage? That's controversial. We're going Pictoria. Hey, free cat. Gammon. Actually, can we do Gammontoria? We can do Gammontoria. We're going Gammontoria. Everyone wins then. Good thinking, free cat. I think you need more than 2 to 3 friends to move 200 kilos of TV. A lot more. I wouldn't have a sufficient amount of friends. We'll go Greek Gammontoria in a moment. Oh, Robin is whacking a wall. We haven't ridden Spoofy. I feel like I deprive Spoofy the horse a little bit too much. I tend to forget to ride her. That sounds wrong. Me and my dad moved our £200 35 CRT a few times when I was a teenager. I bet. The biggest TV we had when I was growing up was only about 21 inches. So, which is good because only my dad probably would have been able to lift it anyway. Yeah, it's a lot of friends, and they have to want to help you move stuff. Yeah, that's a deal breaker, isn't it? Depends on how you move it. Do you have a cart and a winch? Yeah, I think you probably would need one. I hope you're doing well, Yala. Probably with my back stuff. It might, yeah. That is such a millennial way to break your back. A pike frenzy has begun in town. Have you been the victim of a pike frenzy, chat? It sounds alarming. Yeah, I'm just looking on and thinking, oh, you guys were fancy with your big TVs. When I was a kid, the biggest we got was 21 inches, and to truly age me, we rented it. Because in those days, TVs cost a fortune, and we could never afford to buy it in one go, so we rented it instead. And then every now and then they'd give us a free upgrade, which is how we ended up with a 21-inch TV. I think we started out with a 17-inch TV. Rumbler, no, it's Radio Rentals, which may or may not be familiar to some people. Oh, look, here's Gamontoria. They're a little clumsy because they've only just been born. He's curious about his new world. Welcome in, Gamontoria. My grandmother had a 6-inch black and white TV she kept on her nightstand. It's funny to see shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in black and white. Yeah, that must have been. I know at some point we got some kind of deal where if my parents paid, I think it was an extra £5 a month, I got to have a TV, and then I got to have a 14-inch TV in my bedroom for console gaming. So that was really good. But yeah, Radio Rentals was a big part of our life. Because a bit like any other kind of contract, you'd have to go in each year to kind of negotiate another good deal. And it was kind of exciting because you didn't know what you were going to get. Oh, we got Sturgeon Row. We'd like a Mate, you're a sturgeon. You do not need a diamond. Okay, I'll see what I can do. My friends came over when I had it all set up. My friend was impressed with the sound quality, built-in speakers. I said, well, yeah, because look at the size of these. They can fit decent speakers in there. You can't do that with a flat screen. Yeah, flat screen TVs have fairly meh sound quality. That's where you need a soundbar, ideally. I had a 14-inch TV growing up my bedroom. It had a built-in VCR. Ooh, fancy. I had a built-in VCR further down the line. I think by that point I didn't even really watch many videos. But it still felt fancy to have it. Yeah, soundbar is so useful. I have one on my TV and yeah, it really boosts the sound. But again, it's more expensive, so that's a downside. Where do we get a preserves jar? We'll go to Clint anyway. Chat, save me the Google, and it's probably Hannah's going to know. Where do I get the preserves jar from? Do I buy it? Do I make it? What do I do, chat? I don't know stuff. What if it turns out to get a preserves jar, it's like an 8-step plan or something? Oh, Dale, okay. You got on... Oh, okay. I knew it was going to be one of those 8-step things. It just felt like something that would be long-winded. Hold on, I'm going to quickly Google. Yeah, it's a recipe. Let's have a look. Oh. I've been a fool. A preserves jar is for reward for completing a quality crops bundle in the pantry. Does that mean did I keep it? Did I sell it like a fool? What did I do? I'm going to look up where to give a recipe anyway. Because presumably I haven't locked myself out. Recipe unlocks automatically once you reach farming level 4. Okay, it's in my list. Let's have a look. That's fine. I was being lazy and not... I do wish, because I work better with lists, I wish you could just turn this into a list. It works better for my brain. Oh, that is massive. Oh, actually, I might have one of those. Hold on, let's go have a wander. Unlock the recipe, take it to Milton Keynes. Clint will be there. You hand him a recipe, and then he rambles on for 5 minutes about his love life, accidentally tears the page in half, and then he has to go back home in disappointment, and the game softlocks. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Love the Milton Keynes touch. At times, Stardew is a little bit like... I used to love playing point-and-click adventures, like the Broken Sword games. And... just looking for my preserves jar. And sometimes it is a little bit like that, where it's a bit, hey, if you combine these 8 things that make no sense whatsoever, you end up with this. And... yeah. I did sell the preserves jar. That doesn't sound like me. I'm not usually that stupid. Hey, Sanguru, how you doing? I'm just trying to identify other... yeah. Oh, is that the preserves jar? No, don't eat it. I was seeing if we could put... okay. My bad. Never mind. You were on it there. Do you mean in my recipe? Because I was seeing if I still had one. No, I knew I had it in there. I was just... I'm sure I had one. And now I'm thinking I must have sold it. But that isn't usually me. I don't know. Anyway, we'll make another one. And coal, wasn't it? Maybe. Yeah, I was just surprised I didn't have it. Never mind. No worries, Hannah. I was kind of not... I wasn't communicating well. Just out of meetings and time for lunch. Ooh, I hope you got something nice for lunch. Okay, let's bung you in here. 3 days. Okay. Maybe it got blown up in the bomb incident we don't like to talk about. Might have. Let's plant a few bits. And then we're definitely... oh, we gotta get to Ginger Island fast, because otherwise it's gonna be blocked off again because of the market. Cantina's pizza, so that's what... ooh, nice. I hope it's good pizza. I haven't had pizza in a while. And every time anyone says the word pizza, I want pizza. Bomb instant... yeah, a couple of times I've accidentally dropped some bombs. And then they've blown up everything. One time it was bad enough I actually reloaded the save for the day because I lost a huge amount of really useful things. Hey G-Force, how you doing? Oh, we've got the cursed pineapple and pizza remote. I say that I'm not that... I don't tend to have pineapple and pizza, but I am very annoyingly laid back and a bit... that's fine, if you want pizza with pineapple on, you go for it. No, Jezza, no. Don't clip that. Hallie may want to travel international. But yeah, I haven't had pizza in a long while. I've been eating mostly healthy. Not with a particularly big calorie deficit, but the thing with pizza is it doesn't take a lot to completely annihilate that. I like insert any toppings on pizza. Valid. Okay, so I accidentally read something while reading up on the game, so I'm going to try this out. I don't know if it's going to work. If it doesn't work, well, don't spoil it for me. I'll just learn from my own terrible mistakes. Ooh, chicken satay. That sounds amazing on pizza. Ooh, some plants. We'll have those. Unknown crop ready to harvest. Ooh, ginger. That's going to be lovely with some cooking. Nobody point out that I've barely done any cooking in this game, but I know about the concept. I don't mind pineapple on pizza if you have some jalapenos, as the heat balances out. Ooh, that sounds tasty. But a kid in youth who likes canned tuna, ooh, I do not like tuna, so that would be a bad idea for me anyway. Even the smell of tuna is just eh. I've had it. Chicken satay, bean sprouts, and peanut sauce pizza. That sounds so good. I've had what's basically Thai curry on a pizza. That is very nice. Yeah, there's a good pizza place. Sadly, not that near to me, but I go every once in a while. And yeah, they do a really nice Thai curry pizza. I'm not a picky eater at all. I just like cantaloupe, honeydew, melon, and butternut squash. That's about all I can pick. Yeah, that's a pretty short list. I don't think I'm that picky, but I probably kind of am, because I don't eat a lot of meat. I only really eat chicken and bacon. Otherwise I've got some intolerances to pork, and I just really don't like beef. But it's quite easy to dodge these days. Years ago it was a bit of an annoyance. Been struggling with energy lately, but yesterday I managed to make a good peanut satay duck and carrot dinner. Ooh, though the peanut satay came in a dinner kit, but heck, it was great. I'm glad I can get dinner kits sometimes to mix up food. No, that sounds amazing, friendly kit. Yeah, that sounds really tasty. And it's fine, you do whatever means you can cook. There is no harm in using dinner kits. I love tuna salad, especially bell peppers stuffed with tuna salad are nice and healthy. It does sound healthy. If it wasn't for the bit where I recoil in horror even the smell of tuna, that does sound tasty. Morrison's do a cheeseball pizza at Christmas time, and it's so good even though my stomach doesn't love it. Okay, I need to look out for it at Christmas. I found out yesterday I can't have a gravy from my local farm shop for a while, as I had it when I was ill with a stomach infection, which I thought I was getting better, but then it ended badly afterwards. For whatever reason, when I tried eating it, my body remembered it was making me feel, oh, that's awful, Jezza. I mean, I'm glad you figured out what is triggering it, but that's not good. Only real harm with dinner kits is, well, yeah, pretty much, yeah. It's annoying that there's that kind of ableist leaning with cooking where it costs more when you need the backup. Ironically, it's the mild taste that bother me. Melons and squash are that's fair. I don't mind melon. I don't tend to seek out melon. I'm not there going, give me all the melon. But it's okay. I like butternut squash, but I prefer sweet potato. Okay, so this is the thing I read. Yeah, it does work. That wasn't where I meant it. There you go. Does help if you aim correctly. Hey! Politician from my state went viral because he showed his favourite comfort food. Canned tuna, not drained, dumped on white bread, put with some slices of cheese and put in the microwave. Not drained is the bit that concerns me. Why would you not drain it? Because my mum eats tuna, canned tuna. And she'll drain it and then usually adds mayonnaise. Vegan mayonnaise because of the egg intolerance. But yeah, she loves that, but I could not imagine her not draining that. Ooh, you're a bit... Oh, you did see me. I was hoping you didn't see me, but you did, yeah. Hold on, chat. I'm just going to concentrate for a whole 5 seconds. Maybe 10. Oh no, there's another one coming. Oh, this is like Skull Cavern all over again. Always like playing tennis. You know, kind of, it's going massively out the way when you do so. Oh no, and Sonic's drowning! Chat, panic! And then chat celebrated the demise of Sonic. That is evil. Thank you for the hydrate, Ozzy. Not drained is, but yeah, the rest will probably, yeah, I think that'll be okay. That's just a lazy dinner, but not drained is wild. My dad used to love tin kippers. I can't stand them. No, me neither. Even the smell of tuna is no. So to be fair, I've never eaten tuna, but my thinking is if the smell of it makes you recoil in horror, that's probably your body saying don't eat it. It feels like a reasonable rule of thumb that your body is probably going, no, don't worry about it, just there are other foods for you, go eat those. Those are noise. Maybe it's okay. I played Risk with some college friends. I started eating sardines during the game and someone got somewhat mad and said it was a war crime. Yeah, I can see that. I once, when I was a young teenager, so we were probably only about 14, maybe, probably 13, 14. I went to the cinema once with my friend, and we lived somewhere quite coastal. So basically, beforehand, she went to the local fishmongers and bought crab sticks to eat at the cinema, and they stunk. And the worst part was, she didn't eat them all while we were there, so she left the bag of crab sticks under the seat at the cinema. It was the middle of summer. I really hope somebody found those quickly. It is the only kind of, it's peak the kind of thing you do when you're 13 or 14. Yeah, before you kind of learn to be considerate of others. I was force-fed too many overripe bananas as a child and hated every bite. Now I get nauseous even smelling a banana. Ooh, yeah, I'm not surprised. That's awful. Yeah, that's not... Force-feeding is bad. That's rude. I wouldn't eat sardines at the... No, but yeah, when you're 13, 14, you don't think it through, do you? You just go, I like this. I was once over at a friend's house and went in his fridge to get some milk. Knocked over his housemate's fish sauce in the fridge. Oh... Fell onto the floor and splattered everywhere, which, as you can imagine, fish sauce, even after they cleaned it up, it apparently stunk for about a week. Yeah, fish sauce is a strong, strong smell. It's the same as if you spill milk. You have to really clean up, because otherwise that stuff's going to stink. I overate on hot dogs as a kid one national holiday. I may have vomited, and thusly, since then, my body hates hot dogs. Oh, I bet. Yeah, that's not a nice experience at all. At a tough age for knowing what to do and say, especially if you have autism. I frequently have to tell my son things like, if your girlfriend says she got surgery, you should ask what. Yeah, that's... teenagers are just kind of... I mean, even the nicest teenagers are just, yeah... They're learning how to be people. Oh, I didn't realise it was getting late. I've made a mistake. Agree. Oh, we got a tent. Oh, but it's not. We're not outdoors. Okay, let's see if we can get back. Yeah, because you're just learning to be a person. And you got to learn kind of, beside all the social norms and things that you're meant to do, you just got to learn to say nice things. Instead of think them. It was an elbow injury related to competitive dance. Ooh, that's rough. Hey, don't attack me. I'm trying to leave here. Can I drink from that? No, I can't. Okay. It's fine to see. Ooh, big tent. I was a very nice young lad when I was a teenager, but I wasn't perfect. Because as you say, you're still learning to be an adult. Yeah. So fun to watch 15 to 16-year-olds. Okay, phrasing. What I mean is, it's been funny to see them age into different phases now they've been dating. Oh, I bet. See you, G-Force. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care. She had blonde hair and was nerdy. Now she has black hair and wears black t-shirts. Gothy. Yeah, I like that. I mean, yeah, I remember watching my cousins growing up, because they're a lot younger than me. Because the oldest now is 25. So, I've always been 15, 16 years older. And, yeah, depending on which set of cousins, one set of cousins, they've always been really nice kids, because there's 3 of them. But you see them go through different phases as they kind of grow up and figure out what they're doing. And yeah, they've had the best intentions, but but you just see them, figuring out life, basically. Figuring out how to be an actual person. And it's been quite rewarding to watch. Oh, we got a golden walnut. We need those. But wait. We also need to eat some cheese or mayo. Just something. Hey, don't get me. Context is key to us. Yeah. Slugnacious is not actually into watching teenagers. Just likes to see his kids thrive. Yeah, we're gonna dodge this. I kind of... Oh, maybe we should not dodge this. Maybe I'm making a terrible mistake. Hold on, I need to... Let me regroup fire. Okay, we'll pause a sec. Even worse, at that age I didn't know I was autistic. Psychologist diagnosed me, but instead in his conclusion said antisocial tendencies and unable to relate to other children. Learned much later that was because of the stigmas around autism in the 70s. I'd been taken away and put into a foster home to cure my autism as it was blamed on poor parents. Oh, that's rough. That's awful. 25? Wow, I remember when I was 25 in 2007. Yeah, that's the thing. My cousins. It's so nice to see them flourish, and then I'm there thinking, oh my god, you've got the entire world ahead of you. And they're all carving out different parts of their future, which is great. Because like this is not going brilliantly. The 25-year-old is just solely focused on travelling as much as possible, which is great. I'm all for that. She's getting to see so much of the world. And then there's the 23-year-old who's got this really good job. He's going to become an architect, and he's getting sent around the country to do all kinds of cool projects, and he's got a housing allowance and a company car and things, and he's thriving. And then the other one is just 18, well, not quite 18, going to be 18 soon, and then off to university. And she wants to be a lawyer. But yeah, it's cool to see him grow up. Okay, so this place is making Skull Cavern look easy. Oh, we're out of food. That doesn't look safer. I suppose that's a lift, is it? It kind of looks like a lift. Oh, we're on floor 2. Okay, let's breathe. No worries, Slugnacious. Seen a little bit. I'm only 34, but feel old. I find that just continues forever. I'm in my 40s and feel old, but I have a close friend in his 50s who says I'm young. People in their 60s and 70s say he's young. Weirdly, I don't feel that old. I mean, I am, which is kind of annoying. But at 41, I don't know. Most of my friends are younger, which very helps. And I still feel it's... To me, it's annoying that it feels like I have to do very grown-up decisions and things, when in my head... Dodge. Oh, I see where we're going with this. Yeah, in my head, I feel like, oh no, I'm still young, I've got all this time, and in reality, I haven't got all this time. Cool, that worked well. So it's a weird one. Whew, that was something. But I suppose a lot of it depends on your situation. I think if I was a parent, I'd probably feel older. Cabin's interesting. Oh, it kind of scared me. Because of stuff like that. Good, and my golden walnut from that. Okay, oh, it's for Wizard's birthday. Well, never mind. We're kind of busy here. I definitely feel older if I had children, but as mentioned before, that's not going to happen in a year. I would like children, but I don't know if that's ever going to factor in my life, because, yeah, my age. Thank you, Yala. I feel it. It's just every now and then it's that realisation that the birth certificate disagrees. But on the other hand, I mean, it's like Stagnacious was saying, if you then know people older, they go, nah, you're nothing. You know, it's early days. So it is truly all relative. Yeah, because of various things in my 20s that meant I kind of missed a lot of my 20s, or at least living them like kind of, don't want to use the term normal, but yeah, conventional ways. I feel like I'm still playing catch up, which has definitely meant, which I think has definitely meant I feel younger. Same, I turned 33 on Monday. I reckon it's a mistake and I'm actually 24. That's how I feel. Yeah, that's fair. Something is coming. Actually, did that one switch work? It did. Cool. Off you go. We got a magma cap. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. But wait, I just want to get to level 5. I don't know why. I'm just hoping that I'll be able to return to level 5 or something. It's probably going to be like Skull Cavern, isn't it? And just go, nope. Oh. Oh. Hello? I mean, he hasn't immediately attacked me, so... Oh, he sells stuff. Whew. Let's deep breath then. Kids make you feel older and less old at the same time. It's exhausting and makes you feel more like an adult, but people also stop constantly telling you to have kids and remind you how old you are. Yeah, I can see that. Ooh, if only we'd had 100 cinder shards. We could have got magic shoes that belong to a famous dwarfish jester. Well, that's something to do later. All stones have a chance to drop a diamond when mined by Okay, so we should probably focus on that and get 10 diamonds and come back. Oh, we can buy bombs with regular money. A pink bow. Oh, the Warp Totem Island thing. I actually say that. Where are we going to get a dragon tooth from? Maybe not yet. Ginger ale recipe. Okay. The YouTuber I watch called The Happy Console Gamer, and he recently had a child in his late 40s, and now he's in his 50s. But his wife is 39, so that probably helped. Yeah, that probably does a bit, but must be more tiring at that age, I would have thought. Don't mind me, I'm just smashing up your stuff. I actually know a lot of couples like that, because of how high a living wage is versus when boomers were getting started. I was in a one-bedroom apartment with my son and had to move 2 hours away to find an affordable house for a second child. Yeah, I think that is constantly bumping everything further back, isn't it? Because you just can't afford. You've got to try and establish a career and a bit of financial stability before you can consider having kids. Ooh. Oh, that works way better than I thought it would. Okay, let's see what's next. To be honest, this place is stressing me out a tiny bit. Probably because I haven't gone in particularly well equipped. I think I've got a better, I've got ideas of what to do next time. I'm 43 and I have a 2-year-old and it's exhausting. I'm 43, yeah. Well, there you go. I'm slightly behind you guys, but then I haven't got a kid, so... Ooh. Night market is now... Well, Stardew, where... I'm not there, am I? I'm probably going to die here, and then Harvey's going to steal all my stuff. So we'll catch up on chat any moment. I just need to not die. We're doing the traditional cowardly sprint just to see what happens. I need a plan. I'm 55. My dad died 10 years ago. Before he died, he told me, I don't mind that you're homosexual. I'm not. He just assumed so, because I wasn't married and had no children. Oh, that's awkward. I mean, it's like Ignatius said, it's kind of sweet but awful. You can see what they're aiming for. No worries, Ignatius. You got to grab my meds at the pharmacy, drop my daughter off at school, and rush back. No worries, and enjoy the new fridge. So I was thinking. Also, isn't age a funny thing? As apparently he met his wife when he was 40 and she was 28. But it works for them. But when they did the maths when he was 21, she'd have been not. Yeah. Currently trying to navigate the decision to have kids. Would love one, but there are so many factors. Yeah, it's a big decision, isn't it? I think really there are no wrong answers, even though it might feel like there are wrong answers, but at heart, yeah, it's okay to do whatever it is you need to do. We're gonna die. I'm kind of okay with dying, yeah. I'm okay taking the hit. Yeah, that's fine. I'm lucky that I have no actual Willy. Like, my mum doesn't push any pressure on me. She just wants me happy. It wants me happy. Yeah, well, yeah, it does want me happy. So. But I know a lot of people that get the pressure. 8,000? Oh. Okay, well, we almost die and we learn. One of my closest friends had a baby and basically solo parents, and she does so well, it makes me feel very optimistic. That's good. Yeah. Ooh, wait. Money's the big fat. Yeah. Money. It's funny, really, because when you look at kind of, without getting too political, you look at political parties, or why are people not having children like they used to? And you're there thinking, Because if you speak to literally any of them, they're worried about the money. Ooh, we're coming up to Christmas. We have a Christmas tree. But we have to stagger home, because, yeah. Shrinkflation, yeah. Also, it's it's all in many ways historically, it's always an uncertain world, but right now it's a very uncertain world, and can't really blame anyone for being a little bit wary about, bringing something they would dearly love and be willing to die for into the world we have now. Yeah, I completely ruined the exhaustion front. But never mind, we'll slowly stagger to bed. Oh, a diamond. Robin is still working. It is 8 p.m. and she is a dedicated worker, chat. I'm gonna reassess that when I can walk better. Because I think also, chat, we can have a little chat, but we will mostly wrap things up for one day because I'm a little bit tired and I have got things to do, and honestly, I'm just a bit tired. Yeah, we didn't have anything to sell. Fair enough. Oh, that means we forgot the poor cows and things. Oh, I hope those guys are okay. Okay, that wasn't my best run to Ginger Island, but it was my first one. We have a mortgage, we have a dog, we have a car. We still want to travel and see more of the world. That'll be an issue if we had a child. Yeah, I feel that. Because for me, on the one hand, there is definitely a part of me it is all... bearing in mind I haven't found somebody to have the children with. But say if I did, I think I'd be very conflicted of going... I would like children, I would like kind of the traditional life. But then on the other hand, I really like the freedom I have, being able to travel and... I don't know, I don't think I really need to explain it. I think we all understand the concept of freedom without children, but then on the other hand, children can be quite cool. So, yeah. It's a big thing, especially once you start factoring in money. For me, it was all that lovely childhood and knowing I never wanted kids, but everyone just assumed. Nah, I got my wish. No kids here. I'm glad you got your wish. Because ultimately, that's all we've got to do, is as long as nobody regrets their decision, I think that is the important bit. Yeah, so as long as you're in the position that you need to be in, don't allow for judgment. Like I said, I'm lucky. My mum doesn't judge in the slightest. Just wants me to be happy. But I know a lot of people do, so it's that thing of... As long as the busybodies keep out the way, then it's good. And as long as you're happy with whatever you decide to do. But on that note, which appropriately is, I don't quite have a decision, I need to head off. I need to read out, because I've got some stuff to do this afternoon. I need to get my steps in. I haven't had any walks today. I need to do a bit of a walk, and for once the sun is just about out, so I'm hoping I'm going to time it well. And then I need to get on with some work, because I need to get on. Need to work out a plan to get this month's worth of work out the way in a way it means I don't go insane. I haven't quite worked that out. But I will be back Saturday. Saturday, I don't know what we're going to play. We might just play more of this, really. There is always Conan Exiles. It might come down to my mood on the day. But to be honest, I really like Stardew. It's just really chill. Because you can kind of, as demonstrated, we've chipped away and achieved a few things. But also, it's so chill, isn't it? It's perfect for stream, because you can chat away and nothing bad happens. And it is all good, really. So we'll see how that goes. I would like to see more of the cave thing in Ginger Island. It is scary, but it won't be one day. But anyway, thank you all. Thank you, Jezza and Hannah and Ozzy and Friendly Kitten. And Yala, if you're still around, and Slugnacious is gone, but Slugnacious, everyone, J. Luz. Bib, thank you. I'm glad you came back for a little bit. I hope you're doing well. You're the boss of your own channel. Do whatever makes you happy. True. Yeah. And Guna, am I actually going to list all? Well, Guna for the resub. Am I also going to list all of the cursed Stuart? Nah. We've seen well, there's the gift sub too. Yeah, we'll do it. I hate Stuart Little. Fuck Stuart Little. Kill Stuart Little. And then J. Luz fought back with Stuart Little lover. Good on you, J. Luz. Thank you for the gift sub. And then Stuart Little is a racist. Stuart Little sucks. Good job, everyone. Let's get some raid messages up. I don't know who we're going to raid over to. As always, we try and raid out to people we haven't raided in a little bit. We try and keep it varied. First one is for subscribers. Second one is followers. I'm not actually starving, which is an unusual thing for me. Because forever a bit food focused. But who should we raid over to? Let's have a look. Let's look through the list of wonders. I have seen one name we haven't raided over to in a little bit, but I'm going to double check because my memory is the worst. No, we have raided. Okay. Good job, me. My brain works, honest. What about... To be honest, we have raided... This is a problem with consistently streaming. I'm pretty hungry. You go get your brunch, Jezza. But yeah, Saturday morning we will be back 10:30 a.m. UK time. It'll be this or Conan. I think it'll probably be this because I'm kind of keen to see what is next. It feels like we've made a nice little progression there. What about if we head over to Ultrasaurus? Ultrasaurus is lovely. I'm going to see her at TwitchCon in a couple of weeks. She is streaming Space Haven, which I don't know a huge amount about, but I've generally got the feeling that it's a little bit Rimworld-ish, but in space. If it's Rimworld-ish, I won't be very good at it, but we will head over and watch somebody who will be good at stuff. And I will see you all very soon. Take care. Have a good run up to the weekend, and I will hopefully see you all at the weekend. Take care.
And John from the Conan server.